When Glenn Hoddle, obviously you had your kind of where you turned him down, maybe moving to him, and then he comes to Southampton. What was the relationship like there? Because
kind of mixed feelings really when he came into Southampton, because obviously he'd left me out of the '98 World Cup squad as England manager, and I was very, very disappointed at that. And then a year later, I think it was, or a few months later, he's turning up at Southampton as manager, and it was kind of mixed feelings because he was my hero as a kid. I loved him as a footballer, and I just hoped that kind of we'd be able to get on, and it never really materialised. He kind of almost went out of his way to kind of pick on me in training and stuff. When I'd make a mistake, he'd be jumping down my throat. Other players would make mistakes, he wouldn't say anything. And I felt like it was a little bit unfair. And if there's one thing that really annoys me in this life, it's unfairness. And so he was kind of the only manager who I really snapped at during my career. I just remember once in a training session, I'd tried to pick someone out with a pass. It didn't go the way it was planned, and he just jumped straight down my throat, and I just felt myself so frustrated. Not that frustrated that I hadn't passed it properly, but also that he's just on my case. Yeah, like he's not on anybody else's case. And I just turned around and I said, "Why don't you just off?" and it was the first time I'd ever sworn at my manager, and I was like 30 years of age at this point, 31, something like that. And I'd never sworn at my manager. I was always very respectful, even when they dropped me. I never swore at them. I never kind of demanded to be put back in the team. I'd just get on with it, and I just lost it at that point. People thought I was lazy. I wasn't lazy. I was economical.
Yeah.